Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're visiting for the first time, you're very welcome, and if you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button. My name is Tomi. So guys, let's talk. See, this thing I want to talk about, I want you to see it this way. Before you start thinking about people that do them, please, I want you to like consider yourself. As I'm also saying it, in fact, I'm even considering it myself, that am I sure that I'm also not in this category? So like consider yourself before you start thinking of others. Like, it's easy to point fingers at other people. Also look at yourself. So you've had things like, you called someone and the first thing you had is like, now wow, you don't even call me, you don't even check on me. Now wow, you cannot even check on somebody. Or you've been in a cab, maybe, let's say I entered a cab with somebody, let's say an elderly person, or maybe a more senior person at work or in school or somewhere, anyway. Or you're in a bus with a friend that you're just going out together. Like, you just assume that they are richer than you and they should have money. And by default, you just assume that they should be the one to pay for your transport fare. Sorry, when you were leaving your house, did you not know that you were going to pay for your transport fare? And then if they don't pay it, you go and go sit down and wow, I enter a bus with this person, the person cannot pay. You're coming back to that. Or you've heard things like, I have uncles abroad though, my uncles are wicked. My uncles are wicked. If not that my uncles are wicked, do you think I'll be here today? Do you think Oh, see, this category is even, this category that I want to talk about now is even, you feel, she's my church member now, I mean, she's my friend now, and they render you a service, and you think you shouldn't pay, or if they ask you for money, you start feeling like, now wow, you're asking me for money, me, my friend, who are you really, who are you? This thing is what we call entitlement mentality, and like I said, like, before you point fingers at others, think about yourself. You might fall into one of these categories. Like, the problem is not even the problem itself. The problem is having the problem and not acknowledging it. Like, do you really fall into one of these categories? See, entitlement mentality is a very big problem, and it's a deep-rooted problem, and it has eaten deep into the personality of some people, because they feel everybody owes them something. They feel the whole world owes them something. They feel there's an uncle somewhere that owes them something, or they feel every elderly person, every other person just owe them something. Imagine entering a bus with someone and you just feel by default they should pay. Do you even know if, forget that the person is an adult, so the adults don't go broke. Do you even know if, like, that's the last money on the person, or the person does not even have transport fare? Like, if you can even pay, if not for shame, they will even ask you to pay. But you just feel by default that they owe to pay. Come on. Like, if you have that habit, see, this is 2022, you need to change. Like, you really need to change, okay? And the thing about entitlement mentality is it's deeply rooted in self-pity. You feel like you're the one that have all the problem in the world, and then the whole problem of the world belongs to you, and every other person have to fix you, every other person have to take care of you, every other person, Kai, it's not you that have problem. See, the uncle that you're looking up to, that you think is in the abroad, people that have uncles abroad, that you feel, I have uncle abroad, my uncle is wicked, I cannot send dollar. Travel abroad and see how difficult it is to make money. So, I mean, in fact, even if it is easy to make the money, even if it is easy to plug the money on the tree, it's still, your uncles abroad or your uncles anywhere, they still don't owe you anything. So, like, grow up from that mentality that someone owes you something. If someone renders you a service, it's not free, it's not a charity organization, you ought to pay them. At least offer to pay. And if they collect it, like, don't get offended when they collect the money from you, or when they ask for the money. And if they tell you in fact, if they tell you not to bother about payment, you should even insist. And if they insist that you should not worry, then you should be grateful. So don't see it like, no, be my brother, they make hair for you, think it's free. Do you know how much it costs to make hair? So stop setting unrealistic expectations on people. Know this, nobody owe you anything in this life. You owe it to yourself and to God to rise up, to grow, to become responsible, to become who God has called you to be. Yeah, so, like, I've not come here to judge you if you have this mentality or if you fall into any of this category. I've just come to tell you, like, it's really very unhealthy, and it is really not nice. It is really, sometimes you do these things subconsciously. So if you find yourself like having this attitude, or you have this tendency, what are some of the things that you should do? First thing, admit that you have a problem and you should fix it, because that's a step closer to the solution. Because if you don't admit that you have this problem, you keep feeling like everybody owe you, you will never be able to fix it. So just admit if you have any of these tendencies. It's not a crime, okay? It's not a crime. If you have any of these tendencies, admit it and see that, okay, this is something I really need to work on. Then start by changing your mindset, changing the way you see people. Number 2 is, like, practice the act of gratitude. Be grateful for what you have, and be grateful for the people in your life. Be grateful. And the third thing is, please respect that everybody have their own struggles. The uncle that you're looking at, that you think, my uncle is rich now, he's driving Lexus now, he's driving this and that. You don't know what your uncle is dealing with. You don't know what you think your uncle is abroad, is in the US, is in the UK. You don't know the kind of job your uncle is even doing. You don't even know the struggles that he's going through. And even if he's not even going through any struggle, is his money, like is their property. They can do whatever they want with it. They have their family to cater for, they have bills to pay. So like, just stop. Admit that everybody have their personal struggles and what they are dealing with, and respect it. Don't feel that you're the only one with problem and everybody should be paying tax to you. Yeah, another tip is, please practice the art of giving. Learn to give. When you start giving, then you will know that it's not easy to give. So if somebody gives to you, you will appreciate it more. But if you're always at the receiving end, some people are used to always being the receiver, like you're always used to being the one getting from people. I'm sorry to say, especially people that are last, you're always used to people giving you things. You to like practice the art of giving to people. So when you learn the art of giving to people, you appreciate it more when someone gives to you. You see that, oh, it's actually a privilege. It's not like you're entitled. And finally, stop like this unnecessary expectation. Stop placing unnecessary expectation on people. Learn to appreciate if someone does something, and if they don't, like, take it like that. If you enter the bus with someone, if they pay for your transport as an elderly person, appreciate it. If they don't go to your girl group and start gisting about it. Now, wow, I enter bus with this guy. The guy not even fit pay. Like, it's not necessary. It's really not needed. Do you know like the state of his pocket? So please, if you have this attitude, work on it, like change it. It's bad. And like I keep hearing and seeing things that center around this, like every day people acting like they're the only ones with problem. Everybody get their own forbodio. Everybody have problem that they are dealing with. So please stop it. If you really need help, like just pray to God to help you fix the attitude. It's not a very healthy attitude really, and it won't take anyone anywhere. Okay guys, I'm sorry if I sounded so mean and harsh. It's just how much it's paining me. So yeah, like don't take this so personal, and don't see it like I'm trying to be judgmental. Yeah, I also see things that I should really work on. I'm also trying and learning the art of, when friends render service to me, learning the art of paying, at least offering to pay. And if they insist on me not paying, then I see it as always special favor, and I'm even very grateful for it. I'm also learning the art. So in one way or the other, we also fall into this trap, and it's something we should all work on. So it's not a judgmental video, it's just a call for us to work on our attitude. All right guys, I hope you are still friends. Are we still brethren? Okay guys, thank you for watching to the end, and if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, don't let us fight too. Better subscribe. Yeah, you should subscribe to my channel if you are yet to subscribe. Okay guys, see you next time. Bye.